Hey guys, how's it going? It's almost the afternoon here, I think. Yep, 11, what does that say? 11:18. There's all my notes I've been writing today. Anyway, this and this all have differences, but these two are more similar. And I'm making this video as I'm going to tell you this now. God doesn't expect anything to go perfectly, alright? Okay? But he expects us to tell the truth. These guys are telling the truth based on the situation of this, right? You know, I'll explain here in a minute kind of what this stuff means to me. And briefly, I'm not going to go into detail. This doesn't mean anything at all to me. And I'll explain why. You know, yeah, it does somehow maybe hold merit to some mystery that everybody's been worried about. But answer me this. Between this information and a spiritual divination that'll bring you clues about your own life and your own reality, what's going to be more helpful to you in your life? Knowing that or knowing that? That or that? Okay? Think that over. Now I'm going to explain to you the differences to me and how these made sense for me a little bit, just briefly. You know, this one says, you crack me up, you eat favor for breakfast, pack your stuff. Now, given the fact that it's quite an abstract meaning there in the title, basically it's saying that, in my mind, there's definitely going to be changes, and I'm going to be either leaving them behind or packing them out and getting rid of them. Okay? Same with this one. This had to leave you so your massive blessing could arrive. To me, the blessing is something really profound and defined for me. Okay? And you would realize that watching these videos, that stuff that's defined, yeah, made for you is not just for you on a lot of levels. 2,500 views. Okay, that's the base. So you know at least 2,500 people knew they needed to see this message. 3,600 people so far, and basically that's pretty base message, or base amount, knew they needed to hear this. But this one, it's got 180,000 views for a different kind of a reason, okay? It's entertainment. This is reality being told. This is entertainment being told. Now I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And just briefly. 180,000 is, you know, going to be kind of sifting its way over to what nourishes people, okay? Over time. Not right away. It's going to take time. Could be 50, 60 years, who knows? I'm just guessing, you know. Because if I'm right, then, wow, that's way scary, isn't it? How accurate that would be. Let's not bet on it, though, because nothing's set in stone unless we're working towards a certain thing, okay? Such as paying attention to what makes us shift to a better self. And that don't mean you have to do that today. Just saying, Just saying. And I thought that was a good thing, to bring to people's attention. I don't know if any of you have ever thought of trying to be a better self or not. Maybe you have. But, I'm not religious. And quite frankly, I don't agree with all kinds of religious spiritual practices because, they depend on fame and money, and it's okay to have some fame, but to be a church and always just take money, that's odd to me. Does that put any genuine generosity into the work that's supposed to be sacred? I think not. But these people work very, very, very hard to do what they do. And some of them are living a less expensive life and they're able to handle it better. But, others really have to put themselves out there to have life comfortable for them. So they're not making a lot of money for what they're doing. I'm not going to get too into detail, about people and their personalities and what they do, But to be quite honest, some people, whether they're selling entertainment or say, spiritual understanding of some type, aren't doing it for good reasons. They're doing it for their own profit. And that's where it gets to be unauthentic in the speciality of it, the sacredness of it. You can't put a price on sacred things. My bishop I had, I believe, years ago, Lowell Johnson, he said that. You can't put a price on things that are sacred. That's what he said. And that hit my heart right away. Because he was talking about me. And had I known back then why he was saying that, I would have been more of a better child as I grew up. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, you guys just realize this kind of stuff is not reality. If it was real, everybody would already have been told by now. The reality would have come into full circle. But you notice how it keeps going around and around and around and around and around. It's because it's not real. You see something like this, it's only going to come around until you realize it. And that's it. And it's not going to be hidden from you halfway. It's going to be fully revealed in the way you need to see it to realize what you're being told. This is going to go around and around. Half, 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 half. Oh, maybe we'll give you a little bit more. Half again, half again, half again. Oh, here's a little more. Half again, okay? It's different with spiritual truth. And I'm using the tarot as an example because I'm not a religious man. I understand Christianity, and I know who Christ is, and I know Christ exists. But this explains it flat out in your face. No example of Christianity exactly, but spirituality is pure. Pure. You don't have any little underlying intricacies to try to work through with your brain. It's straightforward. Answers coming from angels as commanded by our God, our Creator. Our Creator is the one giving out this information that people are bringing into our world. Okay? So realize that. This information is coming from somebody's psyche, their head. What do we know about the human psyche? When it's on a low egotistical vibration, it never tells the truth exactly as it should be. High vibration mindset, truth, and authenticity. Alrighty. That's all I really needed to say for now, I think. So, there's one more thing I have to say. See, that's a synchronicity there. You see how the mouse added on more videos. Let's see. They just want you, they want you to see. Here's another one. NBC Sports. There's another entertainment that just has a circle. Even if the circle does go all the way complete, it's still the same over and over of the entertainment that, it's about sports. Of course we love sports, don't we? Everybody does. Alrighty. But this nonsense, I like Redacted. He's a cool guy. But this nonsense needs to get buried, like put under the rug, because it's never going to come to full circle. And here's someone else that's very technical in speaking about spirituality. Imagine a spiritual geek. I'm not going to say she's like a geek like, like Dork, but she is a spiritual nerd, so to speak. Okay? She can explain to you what quantum mechanics is in spirituality. She's not the only one that can do it either. Here's someone else. I'm not sure if I'm familiar with this one. It looks like she's kind of starting out new. But even the title can be synchronistic to letting you know something at the moment. You are so powerful, be you carried that burden. Oh, because you carried as a BC, because you carried that burden. Now a major breakthrough. That can resonate for a lot of you out there. If you've been through some hard times, a lot in your life, you're going to be a stronger person now as you've healed from all the troubles. And I know it's happening for you. It's happening for all of the world. This energy that these intuitives are picking up is not just happening for spiritual people, okay? It's got the power of a snake's poison, but it's not poison. Do you get it? Okay? Now, the reason I'm saying this now is because you're going to realize it more and more as the next few weeks go on. It's going to shock you. You're the one that's getting shocked by these things, okay? That she talks about. And you're studying these things because you are shocked by them. And so am I. And I'm the spiritual one. It's so shocking to see what's going on now. This looks like it's something about a relationship. Sometimes these intuitives will pick up relationship energy, and it happens at certain times, and a given amount of people will watch it. And they're either curious or they have the sense that she's got something important to tell them. This slightly resonates with me, but not yet. This is a future for me, okay? And I want to explain that. That's what the angels want me to tell you. sometimes you'll see a divination of the future and think, oh, this doesn't make sense right now or at all. Why am I realizing this? Or why have I learned this weird sensation or realization? Okay? Because sometimes it can be about a future that's coming. You just gotta ride with it as the synchronicities come. Okay? It's nothing you can put a label on and how it works. It don't reveal itself so quickly and clearly like that. You know. And the reason is so you can build a structure behind it like as if you would learning anything else. And to make that structure takes time and observing and analyzing and thinking through what you've learned and seen till you get the correct answer. And there will be times when you come upon the synchronization just after you've gone through those processes already, so it'll really make sense for you. Those are the ones that come along when a big significant change you've been thinking towards is going to happen. You'll have the backup for you to help you through it. Okay? Because that's exactly what's going on with me. I'm almost off of that dang nicotine. Almost. I mean, it's so close. And it will be a blessing. Massive. I won't have to buy those anymore. Ever again. That's a blessing, alright. I'll talk to you guys later. You have a good one. You know, go look through some books and things, or get on YouTube and look around. See what kind of synchronicities of words and meaningful things catch your attention, and kind of use trial and error in your judgment to realize how it's being given to you as answers, okay? Like these things that you see here. Yeah. Look in there with your mind. Does Shay give you any sensations that there's something there for you to know? Does Brittany give you a sensation that there's something there for you to know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you do. That one, you already know what it's like. You've watched that stuff before. You know how drained it leaves you all the time. Try this. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.